What are you doing there, Matt?
I'm just playing the drum kit just like Epic Shellbeat does.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, you know, I thought I'd leverage my skills as a percussionist in order to help out and guide seafaring monsters to the shore. What's the problem, Eric?
You're not drumming.
Oh, yes, I am.
You haven't been drumming this whole time.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't just play a recording. Don't you know you have to change the rhythm so that you can safely actually steer the ships when you're doing this?
Are you telling me that because of my irresponsible drum playing, it's possible that some ships at sea might have some difficulty getting to shore? Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh! Happy monstering, and welcome to another episode of My Singing Monsters Live, your one-stop shop for everything to do with My Singing Monsters. I am Monster Handler Matt.
I'm Monster Handler Eric.
You seem
I'm recovering. I'm recovering
from our nautical disaster.
Yeah, that was a close call.
I know, but we safely steered our own little private boat here into the safe harbor of My Singing Monsters Live to deliver you yet another episode chock full of exciting revelations, content, questions answered, trivia stumpage, Monsterpiece viewing, all sorts of stuff we got going on here on My Singing Monsters Live today. It's great.
It's gonna be.
You're still in shock.
Yes.
You're still in shock. Don't worry. We'll bring you back up to speed.
I was just doing the mental list and thinking if maybe you had missed
any of the popular segments.
A very specific segment we'll be doing today that we don't necessarily do every day.
No, you're right. You know what? It is episode 36 and the conclusion of our nickname, the Bisonorus Contest. So, over the course of today's episode, we will be revealing our 10 selected winners that will not only have their nicknames become the official nickname/auto names that will appear in the upcoming update to My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, complete with brand new monster Bisonorous. They will also be receiving as a prize a Bisonorous of their own, the first of the Bisonoruses to go out. That is the plural form, by the way. It's like it operates like rhinoceros or hippopotamus. It's rhinoceroses or hippopotamuses, so it's also Bisonoruses.
I like. That's great.
Bisonoruses. So we'll get to the Bisonoruses in a second, but we have something that we do right here off the hop at the beginning of every episode of My Singing Monsters Live, and that's discuss the giveaways that we do here on the show every single episode.
That's right.
Every single Friday.
Giveaways, plural. The first one being our subscriber giveaway.
That's right. And how does that work, Eric? Remind me.
Well,
I've forgotten.
If you subscribe to us here on Twitch, you will get a nice little icon next to in the chat. You will get access to emotes that you don't normally have. I believe some of our faces are mixed in there.
It is. It's
We've
the
got some
monster
monsters.
handlers. We've been iconified.
That's right. And you will also be entered in this giveaway. The nice thing about the subscriber giveaway is, if you're a subscriber, you're entered. You don't even have to be watching that week. You're valid.
So you're telling me I could be off trying to breed the limited time epic Shellbeat instead of watching this episode, and if I'm a subscriber, I could still win the prize?
You could still win the prize.
No
You'd
kidding.
miss a lot of great stuff.
Right.
But you could still win.
There's never a reason not to miss any of these great episodes that happen every single Friday.
That's right.
Especially when I've got my good buddy, Monster Handler Eric, on the show here.
I missed you the last time I was on the show.
I know.
In the hot seat. I've been around.
I'm sorry. I couldn't make it in, but you did a great job in my stead.
Well, thank you. I'll tell you who else.
That was
did a
you and
great
Monster
job.
Handler Michael, right?
Yeah, that's right. That was a wild card episode.
That was a wild card episode. I fully enjoyed it though. I thought you guys did
Me too.
an excellent job of it. So, a subscriber giveaway. That's the first one. Do we have that name selected? We do.
We have the winner.
It's ready.
But would you like to announce the prize first?
I would love to. The winner of today's subscriber giveaway will be receiving a rare Shellbeat. Ooh. And that blue phase of the common purple monster that we all know and love, that's been out for a few years.
That's right.
A pearl producing rare monster. One of my faves.
But a more recent development in Shellbeats.
Yes.
Will be discussed shortly.
Of course it
will.
But for now, rare Shellbeat will be awarded to... Oh, my drum! I gotta do a drum roll.
Oh,
1 second. All right,
Well,
get ready.
I was all ready to announce it, and now we're being held up yet again.
Here we go.
Okay. Give me that
I can
drum
actually show off my skills.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
roll. The winner is... That's very loud. Logan Peters, 756.
Congratulations, Logan. I should have had the cymbal crash for the big reveal, but forget it. We'll worry about that.
It was pre-crashed.
We'll worry about that later.
So
And
we
then-
still have a giveaway coming up at the end of the show.
That's right.
To enter that, you just have to be in the chat and type !raffle, and that will make you entered.
That's right. It'll
win
automatically enter
the round.
you, and you only need to enter 1 time.
That's right.
I'm gonna use this for comedic effect throughout this episode.
Excellent.
I hope you're familiar.
Just no more drum rolls. That
Oh,
may
okay.
have,
Sorry, that-
hurt a few eardrums.
I hope it didn't bother too many.
I just saw the levels jumping.
I should have done it with my mouth. I apologize. Maybe I'll mime it. I'm not very good at miming. It's funny because I just did.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Oh.
I was like, I
for
thought there
the-
was a pun.
I mean for the opening of the show. Okay, never mind. So we've got the exclamation point raffle in order to be entered into our giveaway that'll happen at the end. But we've got lots to discuss today. We've got lots of exciting things to get through.
And we will very specifically be discussing a lot because this episode is going to focus almost primarily on questions and fan art. It's an episode for the people.
For you. Not for us. Well, for us too, because we love seeing the fan art. We
That's
love seeing the
exactly it.
monster pieces.
We appreciate it so
The more
much.
monster pieces, the better, right?
Exactly. So we're going to take a look at some extra questions, some extra fan art, and then of course we have some things to discuss right off the hop, as well as some contest winners.
That's right. So, we've got 10 names to reveal.
Okay.
Do we start the discussion now, or do we kick off this episode by revealing the very first of our nickname winners?
I like the sound of that. I think
All
we
right.
should look at a winner.
All right. I think we should take a look at a winner. So,
Okay.
the first revealed nickname winner of the Nickname the Bisonorous Contest is Snorpodon by
Wow.
Dominic D. Congratulations.
Very good name.
Snorpodon.
I like that.
I don't know if it's based on anything in particular, but just the sound of it sounds so like it fits this quad element monster coming to My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. Oh, it sounds great. I just love the way it looks when it's written down. I like the way it sounds when you say it out loud. Great name, Dominic. Thank you. And the first to be revealed in today's episode 36 of
Only
My
one of
Singing
10.
Monsters Live. Only 1 of 10. If they're like limited edition prints. You know when they have that in the little corner of art?
Speaking of limited edition, we've recently discovered a new epic.
That's right. Also limited edition. That, of course, is the epic Shellbeat, which was confirmed, its existence confirmed, not unlike the colossal and giant squids that we've been aware of for a long time, but that only recently got confirmed empirically with footage beneath the sea. They were rumored to exist for a long time, but only recently did we discover definitive evidence that they are in fact real. And how did we know? Because they came out in the open and said hi, which is always the best way to be to confirm something's existence if they come out and say, hello, how's it going?
Now, when you said colossal squid, you don't mean like a colossal.
I don't mean
who's a
like the
squid.
colossals of My Singing Monsters
Phew.
of the monster world. I'm talking about the size of the squid in the human world. But
Okay.
but a good point of comparison there, Eric. Those are the names of the gigantic, colossal spirits of the monster world. Those forces of nature and creation. Ooh, they're very exciting. Most of them are sleeping now. Most of them are sleeping. So, Epic Shellbeat.
Yes.
So, Epic Shellbeat. What do we know about Epic Shellbeat? Well, in terms of temperament, the common Shellbeat. Let's take a few waddles back, a few tentacle paces back to look at the monster in general. So Shellbeat, the water island quad element boss monster, composed of elements air, plant, earth, and water, is something of a shy monster, which is interesting because the attitudes of many of the quad element bosses. They tend to, in some form or another, oversee or manage operations on a given island because of the number of elements that they're composed of. They relate to every other monster pretty much on the island, so that's why they do a good job of overseeing various island activities. But Shellbeat, oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, hence the boss name.
Hence the boss name. Oh, the boss is coming. But Shellbeat, unusually for its quad element status, is a bit of a reluctant leader, a little shyer, but helps to sort of work through some of its shyness by being a proficient player of its aquatic drum kit. And that's one of the ways that it helps sort of soothe itself and feel comfortable in social settings when it's expected that it sort of, take charge over the other monsters or give advice or otherwise sort of lead island hall meetings and stuff like that. And Rare Shellbeat discovered, I think it might have been a late spring, early summer rare in 2015 when it first came out. So almost 4 years between the discovery of Rare Shellbeat and Epic Shellbeat. But it notably is interested in the idea of alternate realities, which, these are windshield wipers, which is an allusion to its blue appearance and the relationship that it might have with the purple prime dimension coloration of its common cousin. And we tucked some references to that particular allusion in the nicknames for Rare Shellbeat. And I think there's a question actually today where we get to reveal definitively what we're talking about. Ooh. But Epic Shellbeat has yet another thing going for it in that it has taken upon itself to be the Living Ocean's official lifeguard. Lifeguard on duty.
It's a tough job.
It is a very tough job. When you try and fake it till you make it, like I did, it's not necessarily the best outcome. So
ships hit the fan.
That's right. And when those ships hit the fan, it's very likely that they will go glug 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 down to the bottom of the living ocean. Bad news.
Not where boats belong.
No one wants that, right?
Boats up
on top of the water. And
what's the submarine?
That's not a boat. That's a vessel. That's a whole other thing.
It's like two
it's
boats
like a boat
put together.
So that there's like a little cavity of breathable air down there.
It's like when you make a pizza sandwich. It's still two pieces.
Pizza sandwich, Eric. You're speaking blasphemy. I don't know what you're talking about. But Epic Shellbeat, the unofficial...
There's submarine sandwiches too.
He's fixated on the sandwiches, folks. All right, there's submarine sandwiches. Now you got me thinking about submarine sandwiches. But Epic Shellbeat was guiding a particular boat this past week.
Oh, you don't say. Is this on social?
It is on social media. So if social media is your thing, you should always be checking our various social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, for all sorts of exciting revelations about our findings of the monster worlds. But this past week on Tuesday, there was a specific vessel that should be familiar to some longtime players of My Seeing Monsters, of a certain monster that may or may not be wending its way nautically to its ultimate destination sometime next week. So, always good to keep one's, I was going to say ear to the ground, but if you put your ear in water, you're going to get a waterlogged ear, and then you're going to have to do that thing where you sort of go, and then try and get the water out. So don't put your ear to the water, just put a shell up to your ear and listen to the sounds of the ocean, the living ocean, if you will. So yeah, so Epic Shellbeat, a little bit of a different attitude than its common and rare counterparts, but I think a very fitting conclusion to the family trio of the Shellbeats.
Conclusion's a strong word.
Well, I think
Who knows?
Right, that's true. I mean, like, there could be yet
other
forms of monsters that we haven't discussed, but, like, 3 is a magic number, and I feel like common, rare, epic is a nice sort of triple crown, triumvirate, triforce sort of situation. I only have 2 drumsticks, so I couldn't make the triangle that I wanted. So hopefully, if you have a slow connection, you can sort of build the triangle as I quickly put them. You know, I'm going to put these down because they're very distracting to me, and I want to be able to answer more questions. So as you mentioned, we've got lots of questions that we're going to answer today.
So why don't we jump into them?
I think that's a good idea. You know what I think is an even better idea? Revealing the second of our Bisonorus
let's do it.
nicknames. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Eric? Why don't you say this next one, because I said the first one. We'll bounce back and forth. I'll do odd-numbered ones, and you do even-numbered ones. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, I like that there's a... Okay, are you ready?
Here we go. The next winner is... Biggie and Small by Headbeam.
Congratulations, Headbeam.
Oh, that's a very good name.
Biggie and Small. I should mention, of course, when we spring the idea of grabbing these brand new nickname reveals, we're relying heavily on the lady with the plan, the monster handler behind the camera today. It's monster handler Sydney. So everyone say hi, Sydney, and put those purple hearts. There she is. She's there.
Also multitasking in the chat, so very busy.
I know she's one of the hardest working monster handlers. There's no doubt that she's able to multitask with the best of them.
That's right.
So now we're 1/5 of the way through our list. So
wow.
we've got Snorpedon and Biggie and Small.
That's right.
Small. I like saying small. S-M-O-L. Small. Very cute. Well done, Headbeam.
Tell you what I like. I like asking questions from the fans.
I'm ready.
Har239 asks, how long until Bisonorous may appear in the game? Now, to be fair, they don't say which game. I don't know if it's ever coming
to My Singing Monsters.
Chaos Reborn.
or Wrecking Squad.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't know.
Who knows?
Any of the games in the Big Blue Bubble multiverse, it may take years for it to find its way to... a wormhole would have to open in the exact right location and time. But, okay, in all seriousness, Har239, in terms of when Bisonorous will be dropping its way into the latest update for My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, I can't give you a specific date just yet, but I can tell you that it will be sometime this month.
Ooh.
This month.
There's not that much of this month left.
It's only the 12th, Eric. We're not even at the Ides of July.
As someone very excited for new monsters dropping, that's a much shorter window than it could be.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's basically happened.
Well, pretty much.
An excited rounding.
Yes, it is an excited rounding, but of course, just like when we held the last contest for the Incisor, we wanted to make sure that once we had the nicknames loaded in, that we did the sufficient testing, and there's still a few last-minute things we want to make sure that everything is prepared for this update to My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. So we want to make sure that we thoroughly test it, don't introduce any new bugs, squash some old bugs. So take a look for that update later this month, but an exact date I can't zero in on just yet. There are a few other factors.
Very exciting.
Okay.
Well, here comes one that I can give the exact answer
Okay.
to. Quazook MSM asks, what could those little silver things with an anchor-like symbol on them be? Referring to social posts. I'll tell you exactly what they are. Stickers.
Hey! Look at you!
I recognize them right away.
You know what? It's not all about me answering these questions. Sometimes you're in a position of authority to be able to answer these questions.
They've been stuck on things. They stick. Stickers.
You know what? That's stickers. It's a revelation. Good for you. In terms of them having any other special significance,
who knows?
I don't think there's anything else going on there. It's probably, I don't know, just someone playing a prank. I don't know.
Cool logo, I guess.
It is a nice logo, if nothing else.
Well, moving on to the next question. Big Shrub asks, remember Drummond Bum, the band you made from an old sale where Rare Mammoth and Shellbeat were on sale? What happened to it/them, especially now that their epic version are now real and available?
Drummond Bum, I keep trying to get the documentary about them. It's sort of like a Much Music, Where Are They Now sort of thing going on. I keep trying to get the funding for it, but there just doesn't seem to be the interest there. There's not really the funding available to put something together, but I can tell you what's going on with Drummond Bum, the Mammoth Shellbeat mix. So, of course, Mammoth and Shellbeat, two monsters that do not coexist on any of the natural islands. Water Island is the only island where the element of cold is not present of the 5 natural islands. So obviously there are some creative challenges about being in a band and never being ever able to actually rehearse in the same physical place. And you know, when they tried to set up sort of a video call sort of thing, they realized, video is hard to sync music over because there's often a little bit of a delay.
That's right.
So Drummond Bum tried to make it work for a really long time. They're still really good buddies, I'm happy to report, because of course back in the days of Dawn of Fire, Shellbeat and Mammoth hung out all the time on the continent. But Drummond Bum, not as active as they used to. It could be that they could, you know, at some point maybe take advantage of modern technology and put on something of a reunion tour or something sometime soon. But of course that was back in the days of the rare duet, and now we have our solos.
So I mean, they do have performances in the monster world, right? Monsters perform.
Drummond Bum.
Music. I just mean in general.
Oh, of course.
Monsters, besides singing their own
it's
island
one of their
song.
favorite things to do.
That's right. They like to become sort of their own artist or a group.
Exactly. Music is just part of everything that they do. Right? Like it's just their raison d'être, their reason to be.
I'd like to see like a big produced show.
I'd
like to go visit a big concert of some sort.
Yeah,
maybe lots of lights.
That would be pretty exciting. Some sort of big event in the monster world to celebrate that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. Interesting. An interesting notion there, Eric.
Here's another question from Cubwax. Is Epic Shellbeat was guiding that boat in Tuesday's Twitter post? Which I think we covered. Yes, it is.
Yes, it was. It was sending shockwaves through the water with its percussive stylings on its aquatic drum kit, and that's how it guides boats to safety.
See if you can guide a correct answer towards this question.
I hope I can.
Matthew Blumenstein asks,
hello, Matthew.
In development of Epic Shellbeat, did any of the staff think it looked like Zoidberg from Futurama?
Aha! Well, Matthew, here we go. I was referring to this earlier, but when it came time to design Rare Shellbeat, we could not ignore the similarity in coloration and head shape that Shellbeat has to a certain character from Matt Groening's classic Futurama series. And so we thought when it came time to create a rare version of it, why not refer to that one episode where they visit that alternate reality version of themselves, and there's a blue Zoidberg there.
Of course.
Which is why in the bio for Rare Shellbeat, we mentioned that it is interested in alternate realities, and the nicknames for Rare Shellbeat, if I'm not mistaken, are all little tweaks and tips of the hat to characters and some of the creative team behind Futurama.
Very cool.
So there you go. Confirmed.
On the same note of the development of Epic Shellbeat,
yes,
Trashcraft player asks, how long did it take to create Epic Shellbeat, and is there any concept art for it?
Oh, so Epic Shellbeat took a little longer to create than some epics, just because because it was our first quad element epic since Epic Chorister had gone out back in May. And so we wanted to do something special with it. So I think originally when we were designing Epic Shellbeat, it had some changes to its drum kit, but we wanted to push that further. So then we pushed it further. And we had some changes to its color, but we wanted to push that even further. So I can confirm that Epic Shellbeat began life in a different color than it appeared in its final form in game. And I know that there was a fix right at the very end as well with one of its claws that it's using to grasp its drumsticks in order to make it look a little bit less awkward and more realistic. So actually a lot of work went into Epic Shellbeat. Not that work doesn't go into all of our epics, but some of them just sort of spring into being pretty much ready-made. We look at them and go, yep, nailed it.
Yep.
You know, don't need any changes to that one. But Epic Shellbeat took us a little longer to get it into a shape that we were all happy with, and voila, there it is. Presto, done, ready-made, signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours if you buy or breed it for a limited time only in the Monster World. So
Very cool. Now on the note of concept art, I guess we'll have to check and maybe we can show it in a future episode.
Yes.
Sometimes
I was looking for it as well, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it just in case people thought that they liked those versions better. So maybe they
give everyone some time.
Exactly. Maybe we'll let that sort of percolate for a while, and we'll go from there.
Okay. This question comes from Monster Handler Eric, and it says, "Can we announce another contest winner?"
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
All right, this one's yours.
All right. Right. I'm the odd numbered ones. All right. Are we ready? It is Bisonorus by Brielle. Congratulations, Brielle. As I lose my drumsticks. Bisonorus. I love this one.
Really rolls off the tongue.
It sure does. So, you may have noticed a certain format to our nicknames to date, in that the first one, Snorpedon, and then the next one, which I'm forgetting because it's yours.
It was
Biggie and Small. And then again, here we are back to Bisonorus. So, how could it be that one kind of monster has differently formatted names like that? Sometimes it's just one given name. Sometimes it's one with an "and" in the middle. And you know what? I'm able to answer that question for you right now, Monster Handler Eric.
Worried.
Don't get worried. So, other monsters that have two names, as an example, the Schmoochels, Quibbles, Thumpies, ones like that, are two distinct personalities.
Right.
And there are two different beings at play here with the Bisonorous, but it's entirely up to each Bisonorous' preference how they'd like to be referred. Some of them like to be referred to as sort of one single entity, sort of an umbrella name for the entire pairing of the two of them, and then others prefer distinct names to correspond to their different personalities.
Very cool.
So there you go. So, in our selections for the nickname winners for Nickname the Bisonorous, we grabbed a little bit of column A and a little bit from column B.
Well, there you go.
And of course, when it comes time to hatch and place your very own Bisonorous, you can nickname it whatever you'd like.
2 names. 3 names.
3 names. It could be Bip Bop Bop, Zip Zap Zoop.
Could be Bobbles.
Could be Bobbles. Bobbles.
Alice Archer has a question for you.
Yes.
I believe this is in reference to Epic Shellbeat, but maybe not.
I think it is.
Is the beak inspired by the Kraken?
The beak? Well, yes, it is, but that Kraken beak was in turn inspired by the actual beak that is present on octopodal creatures, like the squid and the octopus. So that beak, yes, definitely a callback to Shellbeat's origins as a squid-like creature of the deep.
Very cool.
So yes, very, very good observation there, Alice.
Britnall Laurie wants to know, is it possible there is an island deep in the living ocean besides Water Island? And if so, does that mean there are aquatic monsters like Epic Shellbeat?
An interesting question, Britnall. So, Water Island is in the living ocean.
Right.
It's underwater. It's not sitting on top of the water. It's actually under the water in the unfathomable depths of the living ocean. It is the one submerged island that we know about in the monster world. Of course, the monster world is vast and we're discovering new things about it all the time. It is entirely possible that there are other aquatic islands out there, perhaps at deeper depths than Water Island, even though it's already at unfathomable depths. It could be one that's closer to the surface, but what's important to remember is that even if you're a monster that doesn't have the element of water in your genetic makeup, physics and biological processes work differently in the monster world, such that most monsters are actually comfortably able to sing underwater and breathe underwater. So all of those monsters that are actually present on Water Island that looks like, how are they down there, like Tweedle, you know, like if you stick a bird underwater, it's probably not going to end very well. But because Tweedle's not a bird, it's a singing monster, it's fine. It's fine. And doesn't have the element of water. It's, of course, the base air elemental. So, to answer the question, are there more aquatic monsters like Epic Shellbeat? Yes, and we already know about all of them, many of them, because many monsters are able to live very comfortably under the waves. So,
Awesome.
there you go.
Ta-da! Explorer Monster wants to know, has Epic Shellbeat always guided seafaring monsters, but has only just been discovered?
Oh.
How do these seafaring monsters know what direction to travel in based on the beating of a drum? Thanks.
You're welcome. So, Explorer Monster, which I believe is Monster Explorers. Hello, first of all, how are you doing? I feel like Jeff Goldblum. Hello, hi, how are you? Life finds a way. No, I'm going to give a better answer than that. So, it is our understanding that Epic Shellbeat has sort of been operating behind the scenes for a long time, helping these boats steer their way to shore. Those seafaring monsters, I think, in the past were sort of just like, man, I really pulled out of that storm inexplicably, no problems, and just sort of blamed it on the fickleness of the sea, right? It's choppy and turbulent 1 minute, and then smooth sailing, literally, the next. But how do the seafaring monsters know where to travel based on the beating of the drum? Well, it's not unlike the pings, the echolocation that animals like whales and dolphins use in the human world in order to sort of navigate their way around. So it's the same sort of thing where underwater the rhythm of it sort of helps understand like where obstacles are in the water and how far distance there are based on how long it takes for the sound to travel and maybe to reverberate back to them. So the other thing I think as well is not only is there sort of an echolocative quality to it, but also I think Epic Shellbeat is actually in some form or another like actually helping to steer the boats by manipulating the waves themselves.
With the vibration?
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. So not only is it guiding monsters that are up on their boats to sort of be aware of what's going on around them. Is there a rocky shore, or also some sort of things to avoid, a rocky crag sticking out of the water, but also it sort of eases the boat into a safe trajectory in the first place.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to read this one as written.
Yes.
Yo, it's Scream who asks, oh, I have a question. Wait, bah. Is Bisonorus a bull?
No, it's not. It's a singing monster.
There we have it.
Is it a bull? No, but there is a clue in the name, in the species name of the monster itself, what sort of animal it might have been very loosely based on.
Very good. Wither of Earth asks, does Water Island have its own atmosphere, allowing other life forms to breathe on it as well? We sort of covered that.
Just covered that, yes. Many denizens of the monster world just have no problem breathing the living water of the living ocean.
I like this next question.
Yep.
D's Waffles asks, why is Epic Shellbeat's shell pointy, unlike a rare or normal Shellbeat?
Because it's epic.
Okay, well.
Yeah, we wanted to do something different, right? Whenever we can do something different, we try to do so.
That's right.
Right? So, in order to distinguish it further from its rare and common counterparts, Epic Shellbeat has yet another style of shell.
An answer that was straight to the point.
You got it.
Sasha Just Dancer asks, since in its bio, it says its rhythm can make ships go safe to the seashore. Yeah, that old tongue twister. In the case Epic Shellbeat needs help with lots of ships at the same time, can the common and rare Shellbeat help Epic Shellbeat? Or he can do it by himself? That's an interesting question.
It is an interesting question, Sasha Just Answer. I think they could if they want to, but the Epic Shellbeat is such a pro at this point in that sort of thing that not only can it help guide one ship, it can guide multiple ships. And how does it do that, Eric? By the power of syncopation. It's able to play various beats at the same time on its aquatic drum kit that answer to different needs of various vessels that are in the living ocean. So it employs the musical technique of syncopation, different polyrhythms playing at the same time in order to guide various vessels safely to their destinations. So whereas rare and common could help, I really don't think they need to because Epic Shellbeat's got it on lock.
Very exciting. We've got Sponge33 here. Oh, good question. Deep question.
Mm-hmm.
How deep do you need to swim to find Epic Shellbeat?
As deep as you need to get for Water Island, because that's where it's available for the next couple of days.
I wonder if they meant before.
Oh.
How deep was it?
Well,
I guess impossible to say, really.
It is impossible to say definitively, but if we wanted to compare it to the areas that creatures like squid and octopus live in terms of how deep they are in the oceans of the human world, I believe things like colossal or giant squids can get quite deep, which is why we don't really have much footage of them, much clear footage of them alive to date.
Well,
so they're quite,
so you
quite
said
deep.
Water Island is unfathomably deep.
That's right.
So fathom as far as you can fathom.
And then
go a little bit lower,
yeah.
and then go a little bit lower than
and then there you are.
Yeah.
Then you're ready. Then you're good.
Bogman asks, do common and rare shellbeats hide their beaks like real-world octopodes and squids do?
Did you know that that's the plural of octopus?
I-
Octopodes?
I didn't, and I
And
read
now
this
you-
hoping they got it right, and I didn't sound foolish.
And now you know, Bogman had it absolutely correct. So, do common and rare shellbeats hide their beaks like real-world octopodes and squids do? It's sort of unclear what's going on underneath the tentacular hanging situation of the common and rare shellbeats. I would expect that they do have a beak that they use to nom on some yummy treats that are cooked up in the bakery, but that epic shellbeats is just more pronounced. A bit more of a voracious eater. Maybe it enjoys tree nuts.
Correcting chips is hard work.
Yes, hazelnuts and walnuts and stuff like that needs a little bit more of a nutcracker-sized beak.
I feel like that's my answer to this question, but I'll announce it so everyone knows. Prince Ike Total asks, do shellbeats have mouths?
Shellbeats do have mouths, and you know how I know that shellbeats have mouths? Monster Handlers, don't worry. Monster Handler Sydney, could you please call up a little video that I prepared in order to answer this question?
Oh.
Here you go. So here we have a shellbeat that is doing a bit of a snooze. And you can see that when it inhales and exhales there, lying on its snare drum, that its tentacles reach in and out of a mouth.
There you go.
And there you have it. Now, you may be wondering, where does this animation come from if you've never seen it before? Well, this is just one of the many stickers that are available in our My Singing Monsters sticker pack.
Of course.
On the iOS App Store. There's one for each common monster, and there are even sort of emoticon/emoji styled monsters in there as well. So if you're not using it and you're an Apple device user, what are you doing?
Get on.
Go and get it. Previously, we had them included in the My Singing Monsters app itself, but then more recently we split them apart, and now you can go and download it to your heart's content and use them in your conversations with your family members. They're very comical. One of my absolute favorites is the Deej facepalm, and Shrub's sort of disgruntled sigh. Whoa, I really spat there. I apologize. I got you with some of the living ocean
Little ocean
goop.
spray.
Little ocean spray there. So there you go. So yes, shellbeats have mouths, and I hope that you go and download My Singing Monsters stickers. It's a cute little app. You should check it out.
Tell you what I hope.
Yes.
We can announce another winner.
Oh yeah.
I think it's about that time.
All right, and this is number 4.
Yes, I believe so.
All right, so back to you there,
Okay.
Buckaroo.
I'm just hoping we don't get ones that I don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Here we
You
go. The next winner is Bumble and Bracket by Crow's Crowns.
Ah, congratulations, Crow's Crowns, Bumple and Bracket.
Another double name.
Yes, I like these names a lot. Bumple and Bracket.
That's very, it seems to suit the monster.
I think it suits the monster very well. Bumple and Bracket.
Excellent.
But which is which? That's up to you to decide.
Ah, that's a good point.
More questions?
I think maybe we should jump into a little story.
Oh no, the kind of questions I could get wrong! Because there are correct answers. Oh no! Okay, all right, I'm ready.
For anyone who's not aware, maybe this is your first time
I gotta air out my head. There's so much knowledge cascading down onto my pate here.
If this is your first time watching, this is, of course, the section where we ask Monster Handler Matt, the human encyclopedia questions submitted by you, the fans at home, and we try to stump him. And it's a lot of fun.
And the graphic is up now of me being disgruntled that I've been stomped. And many a piece of fan art has featured me turned into a stump, having a stump fall on me.
There's the inverse.
Saying hello to a
There you
tree
are,
stump. And
quite
there I am, the
confidently victorious.
winner, Genya. So, I hope that I will be confidently victorious, but that's entirely up to how nice you are to me today, Eric.
Well, I think that's up to Blasum1, who asked the first question.
Okay.
How many monsters are on the Fire Oasis loading screen?
Oh, good. I made this loading screen,
Wow,
so I should be able to answer this
You shouldn't have said that until you got it right.
That's a good point. Okay, so we've got Boscus poking around the side. We've got Wink and Waddle up top, taking a look. We've got Woolabee on the side. We got Fangler, and we've got the Rare Flugel's Wing in the bottom corner. I'm going to say 6. Not including, of course, the glass-blown Froggy. That is not a singing monster.
Stumped.
What?
This says 8, and then it says
8?
If you are confused why the answer is 8, then it is because I am counting the 6 new fire monsters, Glowl, and the hidden rare Flugel. Which you did
I
mention.
did forget Glowl. So, 6 hidden. Thanks, Sydney. Thank you for your contributions. You're right, I shouldn't have said anything. Yes, Glowl's there. I always forget Glowl is there. And in the exact same position as what was peered at through Rare Rebro's special extra-dimensional telescope by Wubbox on Ethereal Island.
Those crazy social teasers, you never know when they're going to pass.
I know. Okay, well, this is not a strong start. Let's see if I can bring it back.
All right, here we go. Justin88 asks, trivia question.
Yes.
How many stickers are on baby Shellbeat's shell?
I feel like
Which, of course, means young shell.
Right, in Dawn of Fire. 4.
Stumped. 5. Oh, bonus points if you can use what they are.
If I can use what they are?
Also, they don't know what they are. They just want you to know. Love that.
Can we strike this question from the record
No.
then? No, I'm operating at a 0% success rate
nice
so far.
nice
Okay.
little
All right.
emoji.
Now I'm really gonna hit my stride.
Oh, okay. Here we go. There's 3 left. So
All
you
right.
can turn
Good.
it right
I can
around.
still get 60%.
What you need
It's
is you
40%.
need a stumped version of Epic Shellbeat to turn you right around, steer you the right way.
That's right. If Epic Shellbeat could steer me in the direction of a win today, I would really appreciate it.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Wow, lots of numbers at the end of names today. Logan Peters 89 asks, in My Singing Monsters, which common fire triple element monster that has been found has the largest max of coins?
Oh. Is it a triple element, you said?
Fire triple element
A fire triple element.
monster.
I think it's Wink.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Stump!
No!
It's Barb with a max of 100,391 at level 20.
Rats. Okay, so now these next 2 are really do or die. Because I gotta get my minimum 40% or I'm gonna retire. Did you hear that, everyone? If I don't get these next 2 correct, that's the last time you'll see me.
No way.
No, I come back
No
week after
way.
week. Because I enjoy this too much. Alright, give me the questions, Eric.
Minor Inkling 15.
I hope this is a major inkling for me.
Who is the first and last returning monster to be released in Dawn of Fire?
Who is the first and last returning monster?
Yes,
looking for
they're
2
looking
monsters.
for the first monster.
So
return,
the
monster?
last returning monster is Cybop,
Okay.
and the
That could
first
be happening,
returning monster is Shellbeat.
Winter game.
Yes,
You got it.
Yes, I did know that. Thank goodness. Okay,
All right.
back on track,
Great.
baby. All right, one more, and then I can hit my 40%. How many more questions are there, Eric?
Oh, there is 2 more if we want to.
Okay, so then maybe I could do even better. Maybe I
didn't scroll down far enough.
I guess not. That's on you, Eric.
Yes.
All right, come on.
Scrolled.
Scrolled.
Mooshri asks,
Uh-huh.
which monster always looks at the camera in its idle animation?
Always looks at the camera?
That's what it says.
Like, never breaks eye contact with the camera? Is that the question?
That's how I would interpret it.
Okay. Which monster always looks at the camera during its idle animation? Staring right at the camera.
That's a good question.
Based purely on how it's oriented facing the camera, I'm going to say Flower, but I'm not confident in that answer.
Stumped.
Who is it?
It is Tweedle. That's a disagreeing
I
face.
accept it, but I don't agree with it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I will have to study the animation myself
It could be
later.
staring right over the shoulder. Not right into your eyes. Oh, wait. The camera. Is that enough? All right. So, now okay. Is it even possible for me to reach my 40% now? Let's forget about the math.
In monster math, yes.
I like monster math.
Okay.
There's Sydney chuckling in the back. She has no faith in me.
One last question from Strides Spider. How many rocks does Donafire Syncopite have? I can feel the brain heating
This
up.
will not be a good day for me in terms of performance percentages. How many rocks, how many pieces of ore, if you will, does Syncopite have floating around it? Because it's
Rocks.
crystalline.
Or.
Right? Or. Bobby Orr. Or. Anyway, 11.
Stumped.
What is it?
16.
16.
But don't worry, buddy. You still rock.
Thanks, man. Are we done?
I think we should celebrate this extremely
So I got one
fun
correct.
round of Stumped with another contest winner.
That would cheer me up considerably.
Yeah. Let's bring
and
the
it's
mood
back
up.
to me, right?
That's right.
Number 5. And it is Double and Trouble by Ray Ray. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Double and Trouble. Now, which of those two look like the troublemaker to you?
I'm going to say the top monster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That little,
That's right. It's
the
it's-
littler
that's-
of
you
the
wouldn't,
two?
You wouldn't expect it.
No,
but
it to be the rascal, the
I
rapscallion.
think it's kind of the being on the shoulder being like, hey, what if we did this?
The angel or the devil, if
So
you will.
to speak. Yeah.
So, you know what I think we should do next?
What's that?
I think we should do another one.
Another contest?
Yeah, I think we should. Why not?
It did say double.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
I'm sort of riffing on Ray Ray's entry there. So, are you ready? Because
Yeah.
we're up to 6 now. Here we go.
The winner is Garf and Uncle.
Oh, I love this one.
By C-Dots.
Congratulations, C-Dots,
Another great
Garf,
name.
and Uncle.
Of
Don't know
course.
what it's referring to.
I believe it's a reference to my Uncle Garf.
He's a nice guy. I've met him.
Oh, Uncle Garf.
I've met him. Uncle Garf.
He's a large man with a smaller head on his shoulders.
He's got sort of a weird hairdo. It looks like there's something up there.
Kind of like the guy from Mad Max.
Right. There's something going on there. Well, great. Okay, so that's 6 out of 10. Or in
Fantastic.
irreducible fractions, 3 out of 5.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you better. All right.
I think we can jump right into some monster pieces.
Oh, I think we should.
And don't worry, we will still sprinkle the winners throughout.
Sprinkle.
It's my name, Andrew.
Okay.
I can't win because I'm in a
No, because you work here, Eric. All right. Here we have, I never know how to pronounce this user's name, but I'm going to say
I feel like it's been specified, but I wasn't here. when it was.
Askir.
Please, if you're out there, remind us.
Please let us know because
I could have sworn that it was specified once
I
in
think
a tweet
you're
or
totally
something.
right.
But
Oh, Sydney is going to ask.
He is in the chat today.
Well,
let's
I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm glad that they are in the chat today because we are blown away. I had to share this with many of the artists here. This exceptionally awesome homemade craft.
Incredible.
It's a music box made in the likeness of a Wubbox's powered down form.
Amazing.
And it apparently not only is amazing to look at, the thing actually works.
It's functional.
It's functional. You can feed the music into it and it'll actually play. This is exceptional. I would love one of these for my own. So,
That's insane.
if this user, ASCII or ASCII or whomever, ever wants to build sort of an Instructables type thing for how they made this awesome thing, if they ever have the inclination to share, I would love to know how to make one of these on my own because it is absolutely awesome.
Yes.
Look at the attention to detail there.
So cool.
It's so great.
Now, the rest of these are Bisonorous predictions.
Ooh,
Okay.
Bisonorous, huh? All right,
Oh, I see it now.
let's take a look.
The
Here
name
it
that we're having
is.
trouble with is pronounced "don't know."
Yep.
They don't themselves know.
No,
I
it's-
said pronounce it how you want to pronounce it.
That's great.
Uncle Garf.
Uncle Garf. That's how we'll pronounce it. We'll look at those series of letters and say Uncle Garf every time. No, we won't. I'm gonna come down and say Askew.
I think it's going to be fun to try to pronounce it every time.
Every single
It'll come
time.
out a little
it's
different.
It's a fresh experience every
Amazing.
time. Okay, so we're distracted because
Yes.
we got to take a look here at Storm Snake 25's exceptional prediction for what's going on with. Oh, they've depicted all three forms of the
That's
Bisonorous here:
right.
the egg, the young, and the adult form of this monster. Oh yeah, I love it.
I think it's great. I really like the evolution. Each step definitely grows.
Yes.
You know, the horns particularly become very interesting.
Yes, at very exciting, acute.
And I
angles there.
enjoy that each one has its own personality, so to speak. The egg, not so much, but the young and the.
What, you don't think the
adult
egg has personality, Eric?
Not as much.
No, I would
It's.
agree.
I would say it would. I'm sure it has personality. It's hard to read.
I would agree with that. Next up, from Flame, we have on quite a 60s era inspired background, sort of a
Ooh.
Austin Powers groovy baby psychedelic background. We have Bisonorous, based in large part on its cave painting,
Yes, it looks.
but
quite
done
close.
in an awfully cute cartoonified style.
Very fun.
I love it.
A lot of energy in that one.
And look, they love each other, right? Look at
Yeah.
those two. They're having a good time.
Oh.
Here, IEK 2003 has also done their depiction of Bisonorous. Here, based on, of course, the cave painting once again, but this time done in a very well done pencil sketch.
Yes,
Medium.
I like the simple lines here. It really gets the creature.
Yeah,
across.
you know what? It's a simplified form, and it looks just great.
Love it.
So this next one from King Quarry
Oh.
has separated the two monsters and presented them side by each.
Bold.
The purple of the two and the orange of the two. Perhaps presented not to scale, but maybe they are to scale. Who knows? Maybe there's some sort of magical size comparison between the two that will be revealed once Bisonorous actually is officially unveiled in Mice and Monsters Dawn of Fire.
Could be perspective. The orange one could be much farther away.
And
standing on
therefore
something.
larger?
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Based on that. So, next up we have from Looper.
This one.
Ta-da!
Certainly not perspective. That is absolutely sitting on.
Yes,
Top.
done to scale. And this one looks like, not unlike it's been made out of Jell-O. I think it has sort of a squeaky, clean, shiny quality to it that is very cute. I especially like the eyes on this version.
I get
Very.
a bit of a jammer feel from the monster.
Yeah, you know what?
Stop that.
I think I do. I think I do as well.
Very cool.
The jammers.
All right, there's the one more, and then we'll get to another contest one.
That's a good idea. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Midnight here has done a very interesting interpretation of Bisonorous, unlike any that we've seen to date.
Yes.
This looks like it's still very identifiably Bisonorous, but a sort of a different interpretation of the nose and of the face and of the general form of this monster. I love it.
Particularly playful.
Yes.
I'd say.
Yes, and look at that expression up there on the top one.
Yes.
Very, very mischievous.
Indeed. See, I knew the troublemaker.
Aha! Perhaps your instincts were correct,
Aha.
Eric. So, we have another winner to announce of the Bisonorus Nickname Contest. I will do the drum roll, and it's back to you, I think, to announce. Is it me? It's me. It's 7.
Yes.
Lucky number 7.
That's right.
It's me. It's Grumbletooth by It's Mephithono.
I
Mephithon.
think it's me, Pythano.
You're definitely right. It is. It's me, Pythano. But no matter how you pronounce it, congratulations!
Congratulations!
It's me, Pythano, on Grumbletooth. Another great name that I think really captures the essence of this new monster.
Yes, I don't honestly. Yeah,
Grumbletooth.
I don't know if that is so fitting.
It is. It is. And especially with that one big pronounced tooth that appears on the purple individual of Bisonorous. Speaking of big tooth on the purple individual, let's hop right back in to Monsterpieces and take a look at this next one by Mr. Bogart, which features that self-same tooth prominently displayed here.
Indeed it does.
And you know what I think has been funny about many of these artistic interpretations is how short and stubby the arms are.
Yes.
The upper arms are on the side. I think it really helps communicate the character of the monster very well, and a lot of users have been zeroing in on that, and I think that they've been right on the money.
That's right.
Doing a great job of capturing everything there is to capture about this monster.
Oh, here comes a bit of an inverse from what you were just describing.
Oh, it's
Some
Olivia
very healthy
Howell
art.
7891, and here we have depicted a whole lot of eyes.
Yes, indeed. Look at that.
You know who that reminds me of?
Who?
The character of Jumba from Lilo and Stitch, which I believe has the exact same eye configuration as that character, and a similar sort of nose as well. Don't know about the horns. I don't think Jumba had horns, but I'm really getting a Lilo and Stitch vibe from this particular interpretation of Bisonorous.
Yeah, I can see it.
And you know what else they've done? They've doubled the tail
Yeah.
on the little one.
These are some very... I like when people really push their theory.
I agree.
Because it could have just been not visible in the painting.
That's a very good point, and the cave painting is in and of itself an artistic interpretation of that of the art that was presented. So next up, we have by Rare Scream You a very exciting image.
Wow.
That we're trying to wrap our heads around here. You know what I think is going on?
What's that?
I think the small Bisonorous is riding the large Bisonorous, which is as inflated, much like a boat or a dinghy, and it has popped the cork and it is zipping across the surface of open water.
It does seem that way.
Is
awesome.
the little one saying something? Is it saying, oh gosh, why me? Perhaps
It
it's
does appear to have a
zipping.
speech
Maybe even in
We'll have to
Monstrous.
get
So
back.
rare Scream You. We're having a hard time reading your caption here, but if you're watching, or if you see it, this episode later when it's uploaded to YouTube, and you want to clarify what it is that the small Bisonorous is saying, please let us know what's going on.
Let us know.
But,
Love it,
but,
though.
But I think it's great. Yeah, I love it. Next up, we have
Wow.
Adult Bisonorous prediction by Seabass87. Wow.
Very detailed.
Very detailed. And sort of rounds out the teeth situation.
It's got a real jaw.
Yeah,
chin
oh,
on it
for
there.
sure. And definitely has sort of a symmetrical layout there. And also adds quite the set of chompers there to the small orange figure up on top. And they're sort of closer in size in this particular interpretation in Seabass 87s, which I quite like. Again, another creative interpretation of this monster.
Very excellent.
Next up by Spine Boy, we have...
Oh, he's standing right on top of this.
He is standing. He's perched right on top of the head like he's got something to say. This one...
He's got a real look of determination on his
This
face.
one,
I'm up here.
This one gives me a very distinct Timon and Pumbaa vibe.
Yes, I can see
sort
that.
Of, sort of Meerkatian up there, right on top of the larger individual. Again, depicted with more eyes than was seen in the cave painting. So maybe these users are onto something. Maybe there are more eyes on this monster than the cave painting specifically reveals. You know what I think we should do? I think we should get another nickname winner in the mix.
That's a good idea. What's an ounce?
I'm gonna count it in.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
The winner is Hornslow by Zach V.
Congratulations, Zach V. Hornslow. Another great name that feels, you know what Hornslow feels like to me? Like this is a monster that works in an office and is late delivering reports. And so then someone stands over the top of the cubicle and goes, Hornslow! Get over here! Your report is late. Something like that.
Yeah, I get.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down there?
Yeah,
Great.
I do.
Well, I'm glad.
It is very
I would
much a
hate,
name
I
to
would
be
hate for you
yelled.
to not know what I'm talking about.
Hornslow.
Hornslow! Yeah, something like that. All right. That was number 8.
That was number 8. 2 more to go.
And several Monsterpieces to go through as well.
That's
We've got
right.
so many Monsterpieces because it's a celebration of Monsterpieces today.
Let's keep it rolling.
And so many predictions about Bisonorous. Yeah,
That's right.
Let's get back in the fray.
Ooh,
Here we go. By
exciting
Troy
right off the bat.
Dunham. This is great. There's adult Bisonorous and, their prediction. I see crossed out there. Cave Island. They're saying, no, forget Cave Island. Their updated prediction is that this monster will be able to be teleported to Space Island. But I really like this interpretation. You know what? When I was younger, when I was just a wee monster handler, when I hadn't even taken up the discipline of monster handling in the first place, I was the kind of colorer with my markers or my colored pencils that pressed really hard and wanted to get like a full complete color. And you know what? My arm became tired and it wasn't very economical. And I went through my markers and my colored pencils very quickly. So I like the work that Troy Dunham is here and has done sort of a suggestion of form, and it sort of has a cross-hatchy sort of suggestive quality to the colored in areas that I think is very artistic.
That's right.
I think did a great job, Troy.
All around great job.
Next up by Vanilla, not Vanilla, but Vanilla,
Ooh.
we have, very cute, Bisonorous enjoying a snowfall.
They almost look mid-flight.
Well,
Taking off.
perhaps launched from a cannon.
The horns, in this particular image, what I imagine are horns.
Yes,
Could
but
almost
we
look
don't
like
know.
wings.
But we don't know our horns. We suspect that they are
Yes.
based on all available
in other,
evidence.
In other drawings, they have been horns, but here I just mean in this drawing, I imagine they are still supposed to be horns.
Right.
But they almost look like wings.
Yes, they have sort of a Dumbo's ear quality to them in this
Yeah.
one. Like they're going to be flapping and off they go, shooting through the sky. And who knows? Maybe this monster does have the element of air in its genetic makeup, which means maybe it could fly. We don't know.
Noticeable about this art too is
Yes.
that the monster on top has the more concerning look, and the monster on the bottom is very excited.
Yeah,
which a lot of them have been the other way around.
Yes, it's having a great time. Yeah. There's been sort of some insecurity expressed on the part of the larger purple monster and a lot of a can-do attitude from the orange one. But here on #highs
Hi.
art, we have here, again, one that sort of equalizes the size of these two monsters. A great artistic effect and some simplified form here. It looks like you could build this image entirely out of circles if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I really like that quality to this particular art piece.
Geometric.
Yes, well done.
Thank you.
No, I was talking to #high, but
Hi.
a fine observation nonetheless.
Ooh, a very interesting prediction here.
From Bourgie88, not bourgeois, but Bourgie88, we have quite a long leggedy Bisonorous. Those are leggies.
I wonder if there's some perspective here.
Oh,
lunging
maybe
towards
it's
us.
placed its arms down close to us, or maybe it has long, stretchy arms, not unlike the suit of the bellowfish that can extend to its heart's content.
Also, real honker of a nose on this.
Real honker of a nose, and also the eyes of the purple one look quite sinister. It looks
think-
like it's sort of squinting at us, and maybe we just stole its lunch or something.
I think it's
not
also
happy with us.
It's just the natural angle that they're at.
I
It's
agree.
an interesting rotation. And
I agree.
The one on top, again, looking a little bit concerned, but maybe just having a fun time riding along.
For sure. Next up, from Hazelnut Volcano, we have their own Bisonorous prediction of the baby and the adult. I'm getting a very
Wow.
koala vibe from this.
Yes. I'm
Especially
also-
from the
yeah.
baby form. And is it koala joeys that I think they ride on their parents' tummies, not their backs. But I'm still getting sort of a very marsupial vibe from this interpretation of Bisonorous. I quite like it.
Interesting about this as well is the top monster really increased in size
Oh, for sure.
between the two.
Yes,
there.
the scale sort of equalized there.
Mhm.
I like the expression on the adult. It's sort of giving a side eye to whatever monster is out of frame there on the right, going, yeah, this is who I am.
The adult also seems to have sprouted a second end to its tail.
Oh, I like that. That's exciting.
Very cool.
It sort of bifurcates.
Yeah.
Next up from Larry Mantic. Oh, this is very cute. And if you can believe it, it's actually got a prop from an earlier episode of
Oh
My
my
Singing Monsters
goodness.
Live grasped in its hand. It is none other than Monster Handler Sydney's impressive artistic rendering of the Wisp.
That's right.
She lives! And also a couple of Willoughby's birds perched there upon the top monster's horns.
I saw this in the question document. We didn't get to it, but I saw it a few questions ahead of where we
Yeah.
were. So I'm gonna bring it up now, just as a point of interest.
Yes.
Is there an official name for the birds?
There is an official name. Would you like me to reveal it now?
Yes. Let's reveal the name.
Wallabies birds.
Okay.
So if ever we need to create like a page for it on like the wiki or in My Singing Monsters official guide, we'll just call them Wallabies birds.
Well, as you know, I'm a big fan of puns and combining words in general.
You're not gonna say Willabird, are you?
I've seen that in the chat before, and I love it, and I'm saying it. So if you'd give me your blessing, that would be nice. But I will say it regardless.
Let's put it in quotation marks and call it Willabird.
All right, done deal.
How does that compromise
Yes.
feel to you?
Acceptable.
You know what? I think we should get to another contest entry.
Yeah,
number
speaking of
number
naming
9.
monsters.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. And we're back.
The winner.
Baby.
Is this yours? Yeah.
Yes, it's Myth and Fable by Monster Handler Mimi.
Wow.
Congratulations. No, it wasn't mine. It was yours. But you know what? That
Oh.
means you get to announce the last one. That's
this-
sort of fitting.
Oh yes, that was.
Yes, this
No,
is
you were
number
odd.
9.
You
no,
were odd.
No,
Because you
you're
had
odd.
7.
You were 7.
You were lucky number 7.
Then you're right.
Monster math.
Oh, you're very good. Okay, yes, Myth and Fable. I like this one a lot because I'm a big fan of misspelling things, but you still obviously know what you're referring to.
Myth-spelling things.
Myth-spelling things. Yes, I like that a lot. So congratulations,
Very good.
Monster Handler Mimi. Haven't seen you around the Monster Handler Academy recently, so we should catch up.
Yeah.
All right, back to Monsterpieces. Sydney, cue him up. Here we go.
Wow.
Marcus Garner, 20. Wow, this one
What
is
a
taking
jump.
is taking me aback. Yes, the smaller creature that makes up Bisonorous here really has taken the bull by the horns here, literally.
By the teeth.
By the teeth. That's right. Its reins are wrapped around the large cuspids of the larger purple monster. Also, to quote Monster Handler Michael, who I believe is going to be rejoining us next week
Sure hope so.
on the episode, those are long leggies.
Those are
Those
long
are big leggies. It sort of has the dimensions of an all-terrain attack thing.
It really grew into those
the
legs.
AT-AT all-terrain attack thing from Star Wars.
It really grew into its shape.
It
there.
really did. It got through that sort of awkward phase. Monster Handler Sydney's already laughing about this next one.
I can't wait.
My Singing Pro has submitted to us an absolutely creative interpretation
Amazing.
of Bisonorous here. I love it. Look at that big shiny nose. And it looks like Lord of the Dance up there, right on top. The small orange one is going to be doing some tap dancing
I love it.
right on top of Bisonorous. This is great.
The look of calmness on the bottom monster there.
Yeah, very serene.
Yeah.
Very serene. I also like to imagine that maybe the back leg of purple there, it's only one leg.
Oh.
Maybe it's a tripedal monster.
That could very well be.
Yes, I love it. Oh, and this next one coming
There's
up is very
A lot
exciting.
going on here.
I would like a complaint on why our ice cream comes from the bakery. And you may notice that that Bisonorous here is on the phone and is reaching out here to human expert Matt, but me.
That's
for
you.
for the purposes of this illustration, that is of course meant to be me, Monster Handler Matt, and I'm saying ask the developers, not me. Quint D in a pillow. You know what? This hits close to home. The conversations like this happen every day. We have monsters calling in saying, "Hey, why don't I get to be the star of your next big project?" And we go, "The multiverse is vast, Bisonorous. There are lots of times. There's lots of opportunity for you to be a star." And you get to be in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. And they're going, "Yeah, but what about my options? You said you'd pick up a 3-picture deal for me," or something like that, you know.
Fortunately, we've recently recruited Bill to help take some of those calls off your plate.
Yeah, sort of a
And
talent
he
talent
seems to get
agent.
along with the other monsters very
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So.
Remarkably, he's got a monster magnetism.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I
Must be.
hesitate to say animal, but it's not animal. It's monster magnetism. Right.
That's
in this
right.
case. All right. Next up from Sasha Just Dancer, complete with the hashtag MyStreamingMonsters. Right on the image is their prediction of Bisonorous. Oh, this one is awfully cuddly.
Adorable.
Very cute. And thank you, Sasha Just Answer, for including this message as we get to just about the end of our Monsterpieces for today. If you are interested in submitting a piece of art, which we here call Monsterpieces, to My Singing Monsters Live, you need only post it to a social media network like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and include hashtag MyStreamingMonsters.
Very important.
And one of our monster handler social media experts will scoop it up, and chances are it'll find its way on a future episode of My Singing Monsters Live. That's the little code that we use in order to harvest and gather all this excellent art to display here on the show.
Now, you can also use the hashtag on YouTube. We don't get to show them as frequently. It's
Right.
a little trickier to get videos.
Yeah, a little
sort of
harder. A
melded
little
into the
harder.
show.
Yeah, to go searching for that
But-
hashtag on YouTube specifically.
Yes.
But don't lose hope.
But if you're putting your work on YouTube and you want to show us, make sure to put the hashtag, because we are trying to include them in future episodes slightly more frequently.
And feel free to repost it as well on Facebook or Twitter
Of
with
course.
the link to your YouTube content,
Yes.
because that's also a great way for us to snatch that up. It's a little easier to search for hashtags on Facebook and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that's all the Monsterpieces that we have for today, and
That's
we have
right.
one more name to
more
reveal.
nickname
One more nickname.
for
One more nickname.
Bisonorous.
So, Eric, it's you, right?
Yes.
I'm not
We
gonna
could
get
read
this
this
wrong.
one together.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes. The winner is
Quad Horn by Luke M.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Quad Horn. Now we have to do the rest of the episode together. We think that this nickname, this neighbor, you're my neighbor today.
Oh, thank you.
Here in the hot seat of My Singing Monsters
This
Live.
nickname is great.
Yes, congratulations, Luke M. on Quad Horn. Of course, Quad Horn, so named for the 4 different horns that are visible in this picture. If some of the Monsterpiece artworks are revealed to be true, maybe there are more horns in the mix, but perhaps not also. Because this is an official nickname that will appear in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire when Bisonorous goes live in the next update to Dawn of Fire. So, that's very exciting. We're all wrapped up. We revealed
That's
all
right.
10 names. All of you have sent us your game IDs, your friend codes in Dawn of Fire. So we have all those ready to go for when it comes time to deliver you your Bisonoruses in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. But you guys were promised something today on social media. A big reveal. A big reveal of Bisonorous. And I'm happy to report that here, before we close out the show with our giveaway winner pick and our composer piece, we have
Bah?
do
we bah now?
Bah.
Or are we actually showing?
We are showing. Look, we've got a big
Here it
reveal
comes.
to show. Are you ready? Da 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 da. We pulled a fast one on you, My Singing Monsters Live community. You maybe thought that we were going to reveal the actual look of the monster in game. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to wait.
Gonna have to wait a little longer.
You're gonna have to wait a little longer,
These
but we
eggs
are
are
happy to reveal the official appearance of the Bisonorous egg that will appear in the next update, version 1.21 of My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, coming this month, July 2019. So take a good look there, My Singing Monsters Live community, and does this fit in with your theories about what this monster might look like?
We
Is
did
it-
see some eggs.
we did see some
Monsterpieces.
eggs, and interestingly, none looked exactly like this. So this
That's
should come
right.
as something of a surprise to the community. But there's our big reveal. So we could have revealed more, but you know what? It's more exciting too when it comes time for the update to actually roll out for everyone to bask in the glory of Bisonorous all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that over the course of the episode you have at some point put in exclamation point raffle in
Do
order
it
to
now.
be eligible for our giveaway today. which is Monster Handler Eric.
You're giving me away?
No, I'm... Yes, we're sending Monster Handler Eric to your home for 1 week. You do have to feed and clothe him and put up with all of his shenanigans. No, it's not Monster Handler Eric. That's the prize for today's giveaway. What is it, Monster Handler Eric?
I know.
Yeah, what is it?
Epic Shellbeat.
Oh, you're right. It is. It's an epic Shellbeat for your collection in My Singing Monsters, the first game. I was going to say Dawn of Fire. No, it's not. It's for the first game of My Singing Monsters. So, we have the winner selected.
Okay.
I believe. Yes, there it is. I see it. Are you ready to announce it?
I announced the prize. You should announce it.
I'm going to announce it. The winner of our Epic Shellbeat giveaway is Sky Guy 510X.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Sky Guy 510X. Make sure that you whisper at us on Twitch your friend code /BBBID so that we know which account to deliver your brand new Epic Shellbeat to. As a quick wrap up to today's episode, we've got lots of special offers and promotions available in My Singing Monsters and Dawn of Fire this weekend. We've got another Stuff of Legend promotion happening this weekend, during which the Sugar Bush and its vocalist cousin Sugar Vox are on sale for 50% off. We also have both of the Earth Islands, Earth Island in the main dimension and Mirror Earth Island, available for 50% off in My Singing Monsters. Of course, you can continue to go and try and breed Epic Shellbeat. What are you looking
I
at?
just want to make sure Mirror Dimension Monster wasn't going to pop out at the
No, we're almost done this episode.
Yeah, we don't have time for
Yeah, we've
that.
been doing so well. I don't want any of it interference
No interruption.
from the human experts. And
That's right.
and in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, even though it may be hot outside, there's never not a good time to cook up a scrumptious meal. The cooking pot and bonus cooking pots are available for 50% off. And there are a slew of special offers on various currency packs across the two games, so make sure that you check them out. And
That's a lot going on.
I know there's so much
That's an
going
exciting
on,
week.
but I wanted to get into the practice of letting everybody know
That's a good idea.
the exciting stuff that's going on this weekend in My Singing Monsters and My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. So we've got one last thing to do before
That's
we wrap
right.
up this exciting episode, during which we revealed all the Bisonorous nicknames that will appear in the next update. We have, of course, our Composerpiece to cap things off. Now, the Composerpiece this week is one that I think shows a lot of musical ingenuity and creativity. I think it's absolutely great. It is submitted by Ryan Wilson, and it is the Cold Island song, but reimagined in 5/4 time signature.
Oh.
It sounds absolutely great. I invite you to listen to and enjoy it now, and congratulate Ryan on this great musical achievement. Until next time, we'll see you next Friday on the next episode of My Singing Monsters Live. And until then, happy monstering!
Hello there, viewer in YouTube land. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know I did. Got some more over here that I think you might like. Be sure to subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as they go live. You'll be able to enjoy them. We'll be able to enjoy you enjoying them. It'll be great. And as always, happy monstering.